Hello, and welcome back to Blueprints. So, I messed up quite a few things. Firstly, notes are now working properly. Last time I had left an image from Silksong that I was just using to test it. That's the first thing. Second, I didn't even use a computer in the office. Like, that was such an important thing, and I just didn't use it. God, it's so hard to find that room, and it's so expensive. Hopefully, if we're lucky, we can get back there. Day 27. There's my allowance. Two envelopes. I've been thinking about this too. The solution to one of the envelopes was in the room with the envelope. Same for the other one. I'm wondering if somehow the drawing room contains the code. Maybe there's some image I can get the date from, or something there that I haven't noticed. I don't know. I want to have a look. Same for the office because there was that note there. Actually, I can look at it now. Where is it? Here. I've been thinking about this, and March. No, March is a month, and this is the only phrase that's in black. Everything else is in red, and it's got March. So I'm thinking this March of account could be something. I just don't know what yet. There might be more clues in the room. Anyway, um, back to the game. Okay, let's finally move on. Where are we going? Library? Could lead to office, but I'll need some gems. Parlor, obviously. That gives two. Okay, this is true. Okay, that's true. Wait a second. One, one of the other statements is false. If that was false, then that'd mean they're both true. Okay, let's find out if this is true. Both of the other boxes contain gems. Definitely false. Both of the other statements are false. The issue is this could be true. So this is false, and this is false, which would mean this contains the gems. How do I know if this is true or not? If this is true, then this must be false, which would mean this is true. I don't know. I have no idea. I can't figure this out. I'm too tired. Okay, that was white. I am way too tired to try to figure out why that's correct. Let's just move on. Security, not a bad idea, but costs, just cost. Let's do a nook. I want to save all the best rooms for last. Let's do hallway. Because I want to go back this way. What have we got? The attic, the laundry room, the great hall. Fine, great hall then. This is new. Why would a detective look at this book twice? Weird. Huh. Yeah, that's not great, is it? This book has been censored by the government. Great, that's really great. The history of Ordinia. So I guess Ordinia is a country, and Fen Ares is probably the capital city, I'd guess. Ruffington Wed Publishing. Wed. What? What is it? This is absurd. The name used to designate the realms of the eastern waters is no longer known to the average citizen of the elder generation. We must permit our leaders to join us to abandon our past. Okay. One, Ajera. Ajera? I don't know. Most historians mark the beginning of the first era, often denoted as Ajera, by the ascension of the first king, whose name, Oris, would later grace the burgeoning township in which he was crowned. Oris was known before his coronation as a prominent merchant lord of considerable means and affluence, whose sway in the region made him the ideal candidate for the unification of the surrounding provinces. Regrettably, history is not always forthcoming, and the surviving records of those bygone days are mostly limited to trade agreements and sales receipts. Nevertheless, we can deduce from those ledgers that Oris had but one aim: expansion. The territory spread forth from the heart of Oris, and by the end of the first century, the a new kingdom was born. Second era. The fourth king split the vast domain in 3 equal shares. The realm of Arch Ares, the land of the northern storms, wild and untamed, the southern region of Eurasia, a land steeped in tradition. Is this a map of the countries? The center with the mountains, probably where we are. Then the wild area on the north, and the traditional lands on the south. So this is the ocean, probably. But this also seems to be ocean. Okay, I can probably look at the globe to find out where this is. As the second era drew to a close, the 3 sovereign realms had achieved a period of remarkable progress and prosperity. Friendly relations, then everything censored, including this in the middle, interestingly. A note. Desolus was renowned as the king of known when he made the decision to move, leaving castle and court behind. The people were overjoyed by this choice, but were those that viewed the king's conduct to be unbecoming of his common folk. These voices planted the seed which took root in grand city of Fen. Brown Sinclair, thank you so much for your cooperation with our department and this investigation. We know our presence is never convenient, especially for someone of your social status. So it means all the more that you are not only tolerant, but also willing to aid our efforts in getting this business done as quickly as possible. We were turning with this letter, the book you lent us, for I must confess it was not as much help as I had hoped. I had heard that your library was rare and restricted books was quite extensive, and I was told by a reliable source that if a first edition and uncensored copy of the history of Ardinia would be found, it would likely be found within Brown's own collection. But perhaps I was misinformed. Still, part of me thinks that you may have given me the censored copy as a jest, a taste, if you will, for a bureaucrat of their own medicine. If that is the case, then I say, well done, fair play, and perhaps on my next visit, we'll have a laugh about this and see you have given me the actual manuscript. Until then, Detective Bon Margle, Red Guard. Era of Ruin. After the passing of King Basileus III, the fourth era came to an abrupt end. Thankfully, the king died on the very next day, the 6th of October. Notable. The Prince Leeson of Fen declared himself a true monarch. This declaration was bolstered by a number of supporters due to the fact that Basileus IV shared little of his virtues. As the prospect of civil war seemed inevitable, the realm's regiments were hastily recalled from the frontiers to stamp out and put an end to the insurrection. However, instead of restoring order, what ensued was a savage and merciless campaign against their own people. The gardens of Fen, once a centre of splendour, were transformed into a battlefield as the cries of the innocent echoed through the city streets, stained in red. The pacification of Fen. The brutality of the pacification of Fen did not go unnoticed by neighbours. As sympathy for the city surged, allies came forward to lend support. Among them was a general of a northern regiment who, sickened by the barbaric actions of the other battalions, joined forces with Prince Leeson to form a formidable army. Together, they leveraged their political influence and favours to persuade the nearby realm of Arch-Ares and Nuance to join the cause. However, even with the tide turning in their favour, victory did not come easy. The War of the Fifth Era lasted 22 long years, and saw buried 1 in every 3 men. Prince Leeson himself added another number to the casualties. However, even in death he had won. Oris had fallen, and with it the realm. Oris is a city, so I guess that was the main city of the regiments, I guess. I don't know. The black flags that had flown for 5 hours were burned, and in their place red banners were hoisted in honour of the fallen of Fen. The few remaining members of the former royal family fled in fear of their lives to the south, forever exiled. Era 6, the current era. Today, the realms inherited by the three, Fen Ares, Arch-Ares, and Eurasia, once again stand united as allies. Though the distance between our peoples has grown, our connection to this land remains as strong as ever. So it seems to be maybe a country of 3 realms with their own royalty. It seems maybe sort of like England, a country of countries, something like that. Well, not England. the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, technically. The spruce and birch that span across our realms serve as a constant reminder we all share a common past. For this is, despite everything else, a land rich in history, a land of myth and wonder, a land that sprung forth the greatest empire the world has ever seen, the land of our fathers and our mothers and of our children. I need to find the uncensored copy. Okay. That was very interesting. I have a few resources, so let's go outside. Tool shed. A heavy sledgehammer. Ooh, this is really nice. For one place in particular. Okay. Great. Ooh, some coins. What? Okay. There's a lever in the Great Hall. That's fascinating. I had no idea. Oh, come on. Let's see what we have here. I think pantries are not a bad choice. And what about down here? I don't have any bedrooms yet, so this could be quite nice. A gem. That makes it worth it then. No need to do that yet. I have a plan. Let's do a corridor first. Then here I want a big room. Like this, but... 2 gems, I can't say it's worth it, unfortunately. No, I should have tried the lockpick. Drawing room. That is pretty great. Let's do it. So... Any indication anywhere? That's moving, so it can't be that. Paintings? Don't think so. 410. 4410. Maybe? Maybe, I'll try it. No. Makes sense. What was hours for? Yeah, those seem out of place. Maybe the length of the hours. But then how does it work? Wait a second. I think all the images, all the arrows are either long or short. Maybe short is short could be the day and long could be the month. Maybe. In that case, maybe it's how many of each image there are. That would be 18. Then it's 19, not 18. I recounted. 21. Yeah, that doesn't work as a date. 0407. I've been I've been doing just this one with walking to the left as on the left side and walking to the right on the right side, which makes 0407. Nope, not correct. Okay, so I have -7 for the day. You may be able to tell why that doesn't make sense, but let's try it. 07 08. Yeah, so I was splitting it by walking to right and walking to left, where walking to right is the month and the left is the day. Then I was doing long is +1 and short is -1 for each one. It did not work. I'm sure this is it somehow. I just don't know how. I have no idea. I just can't think of anything. This way then. Let's see what we have. Let's redraw. Let's do a lab. Let's do an experiment. Well, immediately. Aquariums aren't actually that good. Like, they're good, but not that good. Let's do that. So, now I know, only get the archives if I want my steps to be 40. I think that's a good idea. Hmm. Let's do a dark room. Oh, wait. Oh, no. What do we have? That was probably the best thing it could have given. The drafting studio. Okay, breaker box is a great thing to choose. There. Gym off, dark room on, garage on. I do need security at some point though. I never know when I'm going to get this. Oh, but getting 10 coins now. Let's do it. Ooh, a key. Not bad. Could be better. Could be better, but not bad at all. Not bad at all. Let's go north. Boiler room. Lab's right there. That's there. I need to activate the boiler. Wait, is it already active? No. Where do these pipes go? Do I need this to go the other way? Oh. Okay, that did something. Do I need to do the other pipes too? That one's already on. I think... Yeah, that's 2 out of 3. It says it on the screen. And this one is here. Okay, that should be all 3 then. Okay, it's working. We wanted to go that way. When this doesn't open. Okay, it does. Before we continue anywhere... I need to have a look. So this should be active. Huh. How does this work? There's something I'm thinking of. Push 3 up after 9. Here. Push 3 up after 9. To do that, 9, then 3. Okay, something is happening. Is that going to open a door? It is. That's great. Oh, fascinating. The Black Bridge Grotto has been powered and permanently unlocked. Oh, that's great. It's really great. Okay, let's try to get back to the antechamber since it's now unlocked. We draw. None of us are great. Let's get locksmith. I don't need it right now, but you know, it has keys, probably. I probably should have had a look at what was for sale. I'm now regretting that. Okay, fine. +5? +5? Okay, there's some money. I regret my decisions. They are not good ones. Okay. 3 keys for 12. A special key, let's try it. Oh, a prism key. Just the same color as the room you're in. Do you know what that means? I can get a hallway right there. A pretty great situation. Let's also get 3 keys. Just in case. For emergencies. I don't want to mess up now. Things are going pretty great right now. Nothing. Do I use a normal key or... You know what? It's probably fine. See? I told you it would be fine. Okay, let's hope we get lucky. Fuck you. Fuck you so much. Okay. Well, this would have been nice a while ago. Wow. Okay, that's something at least. A permanent upgrade is nice. Let's hope we get lucky. Nope, unlucky. Let's use this then. Oh, nothing in here? Okay. That's fine. I'm not unhappy about that. At all. Let's insert a disc. What do we have? The courtyard. I do like that room. Courtyard. That's funny. I don't dislike it. I like it. That would be really helpful. 2 paths that are always unlocked. Really, really good, I think. Okay, let's get out of here. This is strange. There's one light on. Saving that. It's definitely some sort of code. Huh. A small data microchip. I don't think I've seen it anywhere that can go. And it turns off that door. So if I can get 3 of these, that would be pretty good. Okay, then we have this. The admin key. The admin key. One moment. Here it says to count small gate. I don't know what the gates means. But maybe this is saying we just need to count the small images and ignore the big ones. Or maybe it's the count the small arrows and not the big ones. I don't know. That's an idea. Yeah, I have no idea. That's a shame. Okay, fine. I was really hoping that I'd be able to do that. Oh. Well, that was a good day. We found all 3 entrances to the antechamber. Just need to reach it. Easier said than done. Okay, let's start with a dark room. This always messes me up. I think it's a good idea to get it out of the way first. What about this one? Hmm. You know what? We don't have to. I'll try this, even though what's happened has happened. Don't call me pitiful. That's rude. Okay, that idea. Never, ever, ever make a dark room. Dun dun. Let's grab our money. The utility closet is quite useful. Sure, let's get in now. Don't want to wait. Then this way. Let's start with the den. Ooh, I need to break that. So I will keep that in mind for later. 2 items. I'm going to do it. It could be what I need. Okay, that's pretty nice. Simple the key. I like the idea of a nut. And I want to try to follow one of the walls, because I think it's much better. A lot of green rooms on these sides. Okay, let's see. Impossible, that's false. Because in that case, all three would be true. That's false. Wait, if this is false, can the other two boxes still be true? Because the only reason this is false is because this box would have been true in that case. No, I think only one of these is true and the other's false. Okay, if this is true, then this must be false. And if this was false, it would contain the gems, and this would contain the gems. So this one must be false, and this one must be true. Which means, and this one's false, so we know it's this one. Why? Okay, good. Both are way more complicated than I ever expect. This sounds amazing. Well, amazing is an exaggeration, but it is really good. Because I often don't have a massive amount of use for gems. Let's do a pantry. A room of my choice. In that case, I'd want a green room. They always have a lot of doors. Courtyard. Another one. Let's do a coat check. I want my detector shovel. Thank you. Oh, a silver key. That's really good. I still don't know what that's for. This is good. But I am out of money now. Yes, that's great. How much is it? 8. I can get that, no problem. I keep checking these bins, even though there's never anything in them. Let's do corridor. Ooh. Thank you. This isn't going great. Okay, so let's get our sledgehammer. And let's get to work. Ooh, 3 keys. That's quite nice. And that's a lot of money. Let's go get the outside room. Let's do this. I do have my shovel after all. Only coins so far. Why is it always coins? Not that I'm complaining, really. It's pretty good. I do have a shop after all. We draw. Ah, I should have gotten a gem there. Of course I should have. I guess the storeroom's fine. Maybe I'll find a teleporter or something. That would be great. I'm just getting really bad luck recently. Okay. Let's call it a day. Okay, let's try this way. Parlor, pretty good. I do like gems. White box is empty. With the only true statement. There are two false statements. Okay, if we assume that's true, then that's false. And this is false. If this is true, then this is false. Which is impossible, so this is not true. This is a lie. So, there are two false statements. If this was false, then that's impossible, because then would be two false statements. So this has to be true. Which means this is a lie. Wait. 2 gems. Let's move on. Let's do a nook. Chapel's good. I don't have any coins at the moment. I still don't know this puzzle. I think this one is a statue in the cloister. Which means... this one is the one that the... I don't remember what they were called. The one that person was talking about, wanting to replace this one with. Let's get a storeroom. Let's do a spare room. Do I do a garage for 3 keys? Or a bedroom? I think bedroom. I can do a den, a library, a kitchen. Let's do a library. Okay, what are the options? Ooh, a bookshop. I wonder... It has to be Great Hall. Let's see what's in here. Just coins. Okay, unlucky. I was hoping for a lot of keys. It's fine though. I have other ways of doing things at the moment. I wonder if I can use this in the workshop. Looks like that confirmed it. I don't think I knew what the workshop was when I first read that. And I never reread it. Let's start this way. The billiard room. I like it. Let's do it. Hmm. 17. Huh. Plus minus times divide. Wait, square? 3 squared? 9? Why is this getting more complicated? 4. 4 squared. 16? Okay. 6. 6 squared minus 16? 36. 26. 20. Okay. Okay, that could have been bad. Let's do a corridor. I want to save the drawing room for later. I can do a hallway though. Then I'll do a den. Okay, pretty good. Pretty good. What do we have here? Let's do a guest bedroom. That should be good. Comes with a gem, which I appreciate. So does this. Okay, so I want a straight line here, if possible. Let's do a utility closet. It tends to be quite useful. I just have to get good. I just need to get good options from the den. What do we have here? This is new. I have to do it. Okay, so this does nothing at the moment. It would be great if I didn't get it surrounded by places already. It moved. It moved. I didn't know it would do that. Oh, I'm fucked. My steps. Okay, dark room. On. A gem. That's all. Okay, then we have this work. Hmm. This is terrible. But also it's kind of fine. Some money, a key, and a gem. A pretty great start. Bedroom. Before going that way, an extra key would be nice. So would gems. Gives more options. Okay, this is true. This is also true. So this is false. Rise with the moon, go to bed with the sun. Early to bed and you'll miss all the fun. Bring your wife and trouble, it will never trouble you. Make her a member of the midnight crew. What do we have? Ooh, pretty great. The same's true for this. Oh, but I can't go out. Well, either way, 3 keys is quite nice. Okay, I don't see anything else. Let's move on then. Let's do this. I'm curious about it. I don't think there was anything in there last time, so I'm not going to spend some steps walking in there. Let's do a hallway. I don't want to get stuck. That would be terrible. Let's do an observatory. What do we get? That's perfect. And a gem. Do I do this? I don't know. Let's not right now. Okay, that was silly. Why did I step out? Okay. Let me see. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Oh! Okay, that's cool. Let's do a classroom. It's only grade 1. Is there other grades we can get to somehow? Okay, this is where we are right now. Let me see if I can get this right. Okay, so this is Arch Ares, this is Fen Ares, and this is Araja. I have no idea how to pronounce that, but that's what it is. Cool. Anyway, this way. Redraw. Wait, why? Oh, I'm in a classroom. I bet that's it. Great hall. Perfect. Use a key. Okay. Use a key. Okay, use a key. Okay, use a key. And use a key. I found it. This is every single way of opening the way forward is always so difficult. Okay, so I have a few options. Let's rotate. I don't want to have to enter there. There is this way too, that I have not. Ooh, a patio. Let's rotate. I like library. That's the only one I haven't gotten yet. Let's move on. Where do we go? A bookshop or secret passage? Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. Through this house. Secret, 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 we'll sing. Alright. I can't go that way yet. It has to be archives. I'm not happy about it, but that's what's happened. Let's start this way. Let's get a nook. I want a key. This was meant to be a yellow room. Unfortunately, that didn't end up working out. The dark room. Let's try it. That's opened up. I'm happy about that. Let's not do the dark room right now. Let's do this instead. Dining room is not bad. Okay, this way. A den. A den is fine. Not the best option, but Yeah. One moment, what do I have? A key card, okay. Good to know. Okay, that is pretty good. What do we have here? The broken lever for the greenhouse. Let's do a boiler room, because I know because I know this room. Instead of not knowing it, which would be pretty terrible. Okay, no key yet. A workshop. Ooh, a battery pack. Nothing. Okay. Use a key. We want the white. Coat check then. I would like my shovel. Thank you. So what about this? I can't. Okay, this way. Use a key. You want to go somewhere. To right, please. Decent, I guess. The gym is off. Freezer then. That's fine. It gets me a lot of money tomorrow. Okay, very bad luck. Yeah. Let's try one more time. A sizable manor.